So I meditated for a year straight, approximately 15 minutes every single day right after I woke up. And I wanted to share with you some of the amazing thing that has happened to me over this last year. In today's hustle driven society where people are always in a hurry, always constantly moving extremely quick, having a fear of the future, having fear in general, I realized that meditation has helped me silence a lot of the, first of all, negative thoughts, but also just be able to enjoy a lot more, enjoy a lot more that life has to offer. I consistently catch myself in moments these days where I'm not thinking at all. I don't have a monologue in my head telling me how to get something done or, continuously going through the tasks that I need to get done. It's not necessary. Sort of treat my mind like it's a tool now where I can just pick it up and use it to think when I need to. I don't need to waste my energy and time thinking. And I mean, previously, I would think myself into holes, literally, for hours a night sometimes. I would pretty much just think of situations that were never going to happen and just imagine dread. Meditation has helped me a lot with being present, being in the moment. And that goes for the conversations that I'm having where I genuinely feel that I'm connecting with someone else better because I can hear them. I'm much more receptive to information. Like, how is it possible for anyone to completely be receptive to all the information that's coming to them and act on it with a voice in their head? So when someone else is speaking, your voice is constantly talking. You're literally having to listen to two people at the same time. Like, how is that supposed to work? It's not. So to silence that was an amazing step for was an amazing step for me. And meditation, and thanks to all to meditation and doing hard things as well. So I mean, I've been also doing a plank in the sauna for almost like pretty much like 20 to 30 minutes every single day. uh I started off just doing a couple minutes and then I tried to keep pushing myself, but doing these things that silence my brain have been monumental in first of all just building up my principle, building the discipline, building more confidence in myself, having more trust with myself. And in general, meditation has, just by studies, has shown to increase the amount of gray matter in the brain. It's known to have an effect on your hippocampus, which controls your emotions. It's known to shrink the amygdala over time, which is essentially your fear center. Your amygdala is pretty much the culprit for all the fear you have. Uh, I'm sure my amygdala was fat before. Um, and it was. I was always feeling fear constantly. When I left the house, I'd be stiff with fear. That's probably why I was a terrible dancer in high school. But and I might still be a terrible dancer. But it also is known to help the parietal lobe, which is I believe it's important in proprioception. So having awareness of your body, having more control of your body. So having more trust in your body. Not only do you trust yourself more, you trust your body more. meditation has some wild benefits, and if you ask me, it really should be taught in schools from a young age. Uh, I mean, we create everything. Like, we create our own hell. I, I tell some friends, like, heaven and hell are on earth, it's in your mind. A lot of people are walking through hell every single day, walking in fear of something bad happening. But what I like to say is that, yeah, bad things do come all the time. We don't need to live in that state constantly. And we don't need to double or triple our pain. It's just not necessary. And just the idea of presence. When I'm present myself, and when I'm truly in the moment, I feel like I can get others to come to that moment. Sometimes I'll be having conversations where I feel like the other person doesn't feel judged whatsoever, because I feel like I see past the judgment. There's no need for it, really. And judgment also has something to do with your prefrontal cortex, I believe. Your ability to reason gets smaller and smaller over time. And this can lead to unreasonably judging others or coming to conclusions about others. But being able to be in the moment with someone else is a beautiful thing. You can enjoy the human spirit. As corny, I know it sounds corny, but you can truly enjoy much more. You don't have to always be running or hurrying to the next thing. All the time I hear people say, oh, like they need to keep their mind occupied as much as possible so they don't have to sit with the thoughts. I say there's a better way. There is definitely a better way, which is to slow down, slow everything down. These days, I truly feel like I've slowed life down a lot, and I move with much more intention. I move with much more purpose. I feel like an athlete that has slowed down the game. Because once an athlete has, put in the reps, put in the time, they don't have as much fear going into that game. So they can make decisions quicker. They can process information faster, and they're much more receptive to it. So the game slows down for them. Everything slows down. They're not scared. And I feel like that is one of the biggest benefits, is to quell anxiety with meditation. Anxiety is a reason a lot of people have a loss of memory. How can we be focused on anything if we're in fear? If we're literally in a state of fear, where biologically fear was put into us for survival. So if we're constantly in fear, our body constantly creates the illusion that we might not survive this, but we always fucking survive. So why are we tripping? But you gotta slow down in a way to see that. I would suggest anyone with high anxiety or problems of focusing to try and meditate every single day. And the strategy for me, mind you, I'm not an expert by any means at meditation. I'm sure there are people that have been doing it for decades. But for me, it's just to sit somewhere with your body, take up some space. You don't have to collapse inwards with your body. Take up some space and just breathe in and breathe out and focus on something in your body. So it could be the coolness of your breath. It could be uh, the darkness behind your eyes, but try to focus on something other than your thoughts drifting. Um, I mean, the quality of my meditation has varies from time to time. Sometimes I'm pretty much my thoughts are just drifting for quite a while, and I have to bring myself back always. Um, and sometimes I can go down like a couple minutes and realize that, oh man, I've been uselessly thinking about random things. And just bringing it back every single time. It's almost like training a dog, to bring it back. And discipline it, and let it know that I'll walk you. You're not just gonna walk wherever you want. Um, do that enough times, you're just able to control the trajectory better of how your thinking is. It's not perfect, but it's a work in progress. I mean, this is years of conditioning that we're trying to fix with 15 minutes a day. But yeah, doing that, and then I like to chant too. I like to chant Om as I'm meditating. Maybe you could try that. This strategy is it works. It genuinely works. I've seen the benefits of it. I mean, truthfully, I'm able to remember more things. I think that's a big issue in today's world, is that many people can't remember things that happened recently. They can't remember people's names that they've met before, like recently. They can't remember content of conversations. They can't access their memory because of all the simulation. And this is a great way just to hit reset every single day. Thank you.